also I had to I had to fucking dig up my Wii U out of a box somewhere. So we're playing an N64 game through the Wii Virtual Console on a Wii U. Alright, everything seems like it's in working order. We will see. But we should be good to get started. Oh, and to add to the fuckery, I am using a GameCube controller that plugs in like a Virtual Console controller. So I'm basically playing every single Nintendo system at the same time right now. Tried this game on an emulator, which the ROM file is super buggy. Yeah, emulating was not an option, because the last time I tried emulating any Paper Mario game, the Paper Mario games use so many weird visual tricks to create their style that emulating them usually goes poorly. So here we are with another video game where all of the dialogue is entirely text-based and there's no audio. Because this is just my fate. I mean, the only alternative is for me to read the entire thing out loud, and no, I'm not Vinny. I don't have that many voices lying around. Paper Mario is the best visual novel. One day, the folks over at Nintendo will be able to come up with a plot for a Mario game that doesn't begin with Mario going to see Peach for some sort of celebration. I don't know how long it'll take them. May the Mario RPG series rest in peace. May every Mario RPG at this point. Mario gets paid in cakes. Yeah, I don't think that there's no Mario RPGs left at this point. I mean, unless you count modern Paper Mario, which is purposefully trying to pull itself from an RPG as much as it possibly can. And the Mario and Luigi series is, I mean, I guess you could argue they could give it to someone else, but I don't know who else they'd give it to, other than Alpha Dream. We're gonna have to request Alvin Earthworm for Super Mario Bros. Z RPG? Yeah, no thanks, I don't have that kind of time. I'm gonna die eventually, like 60 or so years from now. I don't have the time to wait for Alvin Earthworm to make anything. Paper Mario's stuck being a weird series because they can't decide what to do with it properly. Because apparently the argument, I don't know who said this or where this interview came from, but I remember reading something that they didn't think Paper Mario had to be a traditional RPG because they had Mario and Luigi. So they're like, well, we don't need two Mario RPGs at the same time. So maybe that'll change there, especially after the blowback to that stupid dial system that was in Origami King. Maybe they'll sort of step back a little. I mean, you got the problem that the people who made the first two Mario RPGs that were Paper Mario RPGs that were actually RPGs is Intelligent Systems. And they're stuck churning out Fire Emblem for the rest of time now, so... Shut up and listen to Byleth. That's all you get anymore. Okay, so I guess I could talk about Paper Mario a little bit, just a basic idea for anyone who hasn't played this. I don't know how you found a Paper Mario stream in 2021 if you've never played Paper Mario before. But Paper Mario is a turn-based RPG. But because it is started out as a sequel to Super Mario RPG on the SNES, it does carry over some things from that, like the action commands. Like, if when you go to jump, you press the attack button again at the right time, you'll do more damage. If you press A right as you're about to get hit, you'll block, you'll take less damage. It's quite different stylistically, and it's got its own flavor for sure, but if you played Super Mario RPG, it's very obvious this started out as a sequel to it. To the point where there are debug rooms in this game that just have giant text that says Super Mario RPG 2 on the floor. Was it ever confirmed whether or not Mario & Luigi was the main reason why Paper Mario isn't a full RPG? I don't think I've ever seen a direct source, but I've heard it from a bunch of people. It's hearsay, basically. I can't confirm it to you 100%, but it does explain everything. Strider 7X did so much debugging with this game, it's pretty much just skeletons. Yeah, I've seen quite a few of his things with Paper Mario. This game can be pretty thoroughly destroyed and ripped apart. Standing still crashes Paper Mario. So, in case you couldn't tell, this, I don't know if there's I'm sure there's a name for this trope, but the first boss fight that you have to lose and there's no way to win for plot reasons. Everyone's upset Gino's barely been around since Super Mario RPG, and I'm here wondering about Mallow. I don't dislike Mallow, but I think you can guess why people think the, like, cool doll spirit guy with the gun is cooler than the sad little cloud boy who cries all the time. The trope of win, fight, lose in cutscene? Oh, you mean Uncharted? Just the whole series? I think the trope is called Hopeless Boss Fight. That sounds about right. Oh crap, it just occurred to me. So like, I'm sure there were plenty of you who were just sitting around before the stream started when it kept playing over and over again, but there's like a 3 or 4 minute opening cutscene to this game that doesn't play when you press start. It plays before that when you're sitting at the title screen. Basically, the plot is just, there's this star fountain with a really powerful star wand with these 7 stars guarding it. Stars are important in this game, can you figure it out? And Bowser snuck in there and stole the Star Rod. And that's why he's just Jesus Bowser now. That's the plot. Despite being an RPG, it's still Mario. So, the Paper Mario games aren't so much about the plot itself as, like, fun character interactions and, like, quirky dialogue, stuff like that. Thank you for the follow. You see, we've got our new special alert box in the middle there. And the bottom is just gonna be, that bottom square is, that's where I'm just gonna plug stuff. I'll put my channel and my Twitter and stuff there. I just didn't have time. See, you can tell he's a ghost because his text is all staticky. Sure is nice to know Mario fell so hard he landed in an inaccessible area of the game. Oh, check it out. It's the only character in Paper Mario Sticker Star. And parts of Color Splash. I did not play Color Splash. They seem to forget that there were other Mario characters besides Toads for a little bit there. Yeah, Mario, you fell like 2,000 feet to the ground. You're probably fucking hallucinating. Look at this. Look at all these different Goombas. That's one thing Paper Mario did that was really interesting throughout the first couple, anyway, before they changed it, is... Yes, most of the enemies and creatures are still just Mario things, but they have, like, unique personalities and clothes and designs and stuff like that, instead of just all of them being the same thing. Like how you have, like, a Bomb-Mob partner in Origami King, and he's a fun character, but he's just a Bob-Omb. All of our names have to be puns on the word Goomba. It makes it very difficult to name our children. Hi, I'm Mario. I don't apologize for stepping on the rest of your chicken nugget bloodline. Fixing the veranda with what? Your hands? That's probably why it looks like shit up there, honestly. It may look a little unkempt at the moment, but again, no hands. I hope you don't mind the spit all over everything. That's really the only way we have to move objects. Let me read this. The reason we don't get original characters anymore, an internal policy change at Nintendo around 2009. Nintendo execs were not happy with how out there some of the designs were for Bowser's Inside Story and other Mario spin-offs at the time, and decided that all Mario games must have recognizable Mario characters, keep a consistent look. I mean, I don't agree with that. Like, I don't think... I don't want this to be interpreted as me agreeing with them. But some of the Mario and Luigi stuff is really weird and doesn't look like it belongs in the franchise at all. So I do get it. But I don't think... I think they're a little too worried about keeping their brand a certain way. Like, they are correct, but you should just leave it. It's fine. Come bearing sad news, there's no corn in this game anywhere. Devastating. Pour one out for Cobb Champ. Look, he didn't have a hammer when I walked out there, and I don't want to know where he's keeping it. I don't want that hammer. I'm just gonna try to... Like, this is a thing, like, RPG logic. You're gonna have to get ready for this. Like, obviously Mario could just jump over this bullshit. But, no, we gotta go get a hammer. We got shit to do. Do the speedrun tricks? Oh, no, I'm not... I'm not that versed. I know Paper Mario's got some crazy speedrun shit. Oh, there's some corn. I gotta play the game. Well, not if I was speedrunning it. Then I'd have to play Ocarina of Time instead. I'd have to play a different game. The game doesn't progress if we don't want it to. We could just live in Goomba Village and be happy. So, like, this isn't, it's not a particularly difficult game, but it is gonna start off a little slow, simply because we just won't have a lot of options to do anything. Later on, we'll get, like, more badges and attacks and stuff like that, but it's pretty much going to be walk up to things, press jump or press hammer for, like, the first 2 or 3 chapters. Again, there's not a lot happening right now, but this is another thing that it's pretty much the only thing Paper Mario's managed to keep over the years throughout its all various permutations, and that is there's I don't want to say Mario gameplay, but there is platforming gameplay spliced into the RPG bits. You jump around, you hit things with your hammer still. So unlike a lot of RPGs, which is just walking around and doing nothing and being bored while you're waiting for combat encounters to trigger, there's actually, you know, the traversal part is fun as well. Yes, also no random encounters. We'll see that once we start encountering enemies. All enemies can be seen on the field before you encounter them. It's the weirdest, most nonsensical character who I believe was created just for the purpose of tutorializing you on your various attacks as you unlock them. I think I honestly prefer that. Oh, I absolutely prefer it, too. I absolutely prefer, like, this style, Tales of, stuff like that, like, games where you can see enemies coming instead of just fucking random encounters. Because it works both ways. Like, it lets you avoid battles if you're trying to avoid battles, and it lets you find battles easier if you're trying to find battles. It's been so long since I played. Do I not have the action commands, like, unlocked? Like, can I not do them right now? It's an item. Oh, it's an item in the first game. That's right. So, like, that was literally nothing. That was just me pressing attack over and over and over again. Which I guess they want it to be, like, you know, people who hadn't played RPGs. Especially, you know, which makes sense, because there were no fucking RPGs on the N64. It was this, and then, what, that Ogre Tactics game or whatever? I don't know anything about that, but I think those were the only two. I guess if you count Quest. I wouldn't... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I wouldn't count Quest 64. While Mario refreshes, with this heart, I'm going to refresh with some water. That's another good thing about the new way I do the chat box. Now people can see when hydrates get called for. So that way when I eventually get around to uploading this to YouTube, people won't be totally fucking lost as to what's going on. So, he's got the little wiggle going on, because we need a better tier hammer to break these blocks. Thank you for the follow. And another follow, thank you. Actually, the bottom box is just the hydrate timer. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the bottom box for, like, news and plugs and stuff like that. So, like he explained, you can hit enemies ahead of time to do a little bit of damage to all the enemies in the encounter before you start. But it works the same way in reverse, where you can get hit ahead of time and not good. You take, I forget in this game if you take damage or you like lose your turn. I don't remember which happens in this one. So, obviously, enemies that are pointy on top, or like are made of fire or something like that, anything you wouldn't want to touch, you want to use the hammer instead of jumping on them. And I tried to do the hammer reaction command, and I forgot there's no commands yet still. Dr. Trunk, thank you. Thank you for the sub. And of course the alert box broke the second somebody subbed, even though all the follows worked. I apologize for that. Let me take a look at it real quick and see if I can whip this little fucker into shape. There you go. You could just, you could imagine that your name is there. Sorry about that. I don't know why it didn't work. All the follows were working fine. So I'm unsure what the issue was. Good old Team Colonel. That's what we're gonna have to call subs. We're gonna have to call subs Team Colonel. Yeah, and obviously you can't hit an enemy in the air with a hammer. It's not like you could throw it at them. Unless you have the badge that lets you throw it at them. Subscribe because I like your content YouTube wanted to support it. Thank you. The hammer throwback, yeah, the hammer, is the hammer, I don't even know if it's in Paper Mario 1. I know it's in Thousand Year Door. If it's in the first game, it's pretty far in. It's been a long time since I played either Paper Mario. And I wanted to replay them, and I figured, well, why not stream? Because we're done with Battle Network 5. You guys seem to like RPGs. So, why not? Got a little star piece. We'll see what those are for later. They're currency, basically. Mario can jump 4 times his height, but can't physically throw a hammer. Yeah, not without a magical badge guiding him. What? Us liking RPGs? Don't be ridiculous. So when you streaming Tales? If I get the thing, I talked about it before, the Tales games. I think maybe if I had people to play them with in co-op, it'd be a little more bearable. But they're very, very long and very, very repetitive at times to be playing by yourself. I would need to tag someone in for that. When is John streaming Persona 5? Oh yeah, that's what I want. 80 hours of Waifu Wars. Awesome. Yeah, Persona 5 is really good. I've played it. It's just not a game I would stream. The little shiver. You study self-defense? What do you defend yourself with? You're a face. You're just a face with legs. We need ports of Abyss and... I've played it a million times. I don't know if it's pronounced Zilia or Cilia. I don't know how you pronounce it. Exilia. But I think Abyss missed out on that port. All those ports they were doing because Abyss technically came out on the 3DS. So they were like, well, we already ported that one. Job well done, guys. How many games can you say you 100%ed? Oh, jeez. Don't need a badge lesson. Pretty much any platformer I played, I 100% them. That's just how I like to play platformers. So, any Mario game, any Sonic game, any of the Donkey Kong countries, shit like that. I just finished 100%ing Insomniac's Spider-Man, the one that was for PS4. And that fucking sucked. I don't know if anyone has attempted to get the platinum in that game. But in order to get the platinum, you have to complete all of the crimes in the game. And there's like 150 of them. And they're all the same basic bullshit of go to a place and beat up 5 guys around a car. But I did it. I got it like last week. I do have a PS5. I think the only thing I've done on it for the channel or anything is Guilty Gear. My balloon! Wait, wrong Spider-Man. Close to 100%ing that and Miles. Haven't gotten the platinum yet, though. Oh, yeah, I haven't done... I played Miles Morales. I didn't 100% it. Not yet, anyway. So, just like any other RPG, we have party members, though Paper Mario's party member system works a little differently. It's a little more simplistic, where you'll have a whole swath of party members by the end, but only one can be assisting you at a time. But the game is, you know, designed and balanced around that. All the party members have some kind of special... they have special abilities in battle, and they also have special abilities on the field. Goombario's special ability is very underwhelming. He just tells you lore about the places and people you walk up to. You could just ask him by pressing the C button down. That's it. It's helpful in battle, because you'll see you could use it to figure out enemy weaknesses and stuff like that. But not really useful in the field. Lore, hell yeah. Did I play Ratchet & Clank PS5 yet? I've only played like 4 or 5 hours of it. I haven't gotten that far into Ratchet & Clank PS5. He has the ultimate ability. He tells you the unique names of all the toads. Maybe that's why I resent Goombario. Maybe Goombario is just me. It's like that. That's a cute little thing. There's a lot of cute little paper things like that. They don't really embrace how Paper Mario, like a world made of paper, would function until Thousand Year Door, where there's a lot more clever use of the fact that Mario's made out of paper. But there's a couple little cute things like that. So you can see Tattle, his extra ability here, which does not cost any flower points, which are basically MP. So you are encouraged to do this on basically every single enemy in the entire game. They usually put clever writing or like little jokes or puns or something. It's usually like just really cringeworthy shit, but that's the kind of stuff I like. Just like really bad puns. Or there you go, sometimes there's just Mario lore. And once you have tattled on an enemy, you can see its health bar. Whenever you see that kind of enemy, you will always see its health. You don't have to do it every single time. So like if we go against another Goomba, you can see its health bar already. %, tattle log. Does that do anything in the first Paper Mario? Completing the tattle log and doing everything and scanning everyone. Tattle log is just there for nerd stuff. Thanks, Goombario. Forgot to equip the badge. Oh, that's right, I did get the power jump badge, didn't I? I was skipping tutorials and reading chat. You can see at the end of each battle we get star points. Star points are experience points. But unlike other RPGs, you only ever need 100 of them, and the number that you need doesn't go up. You will always only ever need 100, But the higher your level, the less points you'll get from weaker enemies. Special attacks in this game are handled by badges being equipped, using your badge points you got over there on the left. So Mario doesn't really learn attacks in this game. So you could swap out, you will eventually have a whole bunch of these, whole bunch of different attacks, different kind of effects, passive and active skills, shit like that. Lets you experiment because there's really no penalty for just constantly swapping out all your badges all the time. Blame chat like a real streamer. This is very underwhelming at the moment because there's really nothing going on. It's just me pressing A on things and hoping they don't kill me. Might as well equip that. This is not a badge I would use, but it just, sometimes when you're in danger, enemies will miss. But we have 3 badge points and only 2 badges at the moment, so why not? There's quite a few badges that only work if you're at low health, and they can be really, really powerful, but you better start praying to RNGesus. Wow, a red Goomba and a blue Goomba. And they're already more unique than any enemy in Sticker Star. Devastating. Also devastating. OMG, I killed Johnny. You can see, even in these early battles, it's sort of the flow that has to exist, because there are no action commands or anything like that, accounts for you to be able to tattle on these guys as well, without any sort of worry, really. The game never really gets to a point where, oh my god, if I lose one turn having Goombario tattle, I'm screwed. Like, the game never really gets that difficult. Especially once you get, I think around like Chapter 3, you get a very specific badge that turns the entire game into a joke. Oh, yes, the spin. I don't really know what this is for. Genuinely. Like, you just use it to get around faster. Yeah, this was removed. This isn't in any other Paper Mario game. I guess, like, in case you want to remember that Mario is indeed 2D and made of paper in this game. Ah, but it was a jape. Some badges are tied to it. Oh yeah, there's one that, like, makes enemies dizzy if you hit them when you have it on, I think. Mamma mia, we're not gonna make it. Let's speed up. No, I don't see that building over there. Thank you, Goombario. I'm glad you're here telling me about everything all the time. Goombario basically exists right off the bat, and it's kind of, I feel it's also the reason they decided Mario should have people following him around all the time. Mario doesn't talk in any of the Mario RPGs, really. It's just something they decided on. And then that kept with, for Super Mario RPG, for Paper Mario, for Mario and Luigi, he just doesn't speak. I mean, I guess in the Mario and Luigi games, him and Luigi speak like fake Italian. Like, they just sort of make noises. They make like, ah, ba 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 boopy noises, and that's supposed to be them talking to each other. Okay, so this is an actual boss now, but again, there's still not much to King Goomba because we don't really have that many options. You can see the suspicious tree in the background there that someone put a bandage on. Someone, like, stubbed their toe on that tree and they felt really bad about it. Don't be telling anybody about my pro strats here, okay? I don't want any of those speedrunners getting the idea that they can steal from me. This is a little more simple than even I remember it being. Like, I remember at least having the reaction commands by now. Alright, so 100 points. Now, this is another unique thing about Paper Mario. And that is that you don't get passive anything when you level up. When you level up, you get to select which of your 3 stats you want to increase. HP is hits, obviously. Power points is like MP, use it for special attacks. And BP is badge points, lets you equip more badges. Badge points is probably the best thing later in the game to just keep leveling up, because there are badges you can equip that let you have more HP or more flower points if you really need it. But we're so early in the game, we don't have that many badges. So it doesn't really matter. So you want to go for either flower points or HP at the start. There's no point in having 6 badge points when you have 2 to 3 badges. Or you could just go, what I used to do when I was younger, I would just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. HP, flower points, badge points, HP, flower points, badge points. That's what I used to do. You gotta keep an eye out for these things. Some of the hiding places for the star pieces are devious, because there is a limited amount of them in the game. They don't, like, respawn or anything. Some of the writing's genuinely good. That's the weird thing with another thing that sticks through like all of the Mario RPGs is they have this weird, quirky sense of humor. You know, because paper. There's a fan texture pack in the works to make this game look like it was made in the newer Paper Mario art style. That's neat. Yeah, you might notice, even if you've played a Paper Mario game before, you might have noticed Mario looks a little strange. He looks quite different. Him and Peach and Luigi, like the main characters, look pretty weird in this first game. Their designs changed pretty significantly in Thousand Year Door. N64 Paper Mario just kinda doesn't look like he knows where the fuck he is. He looks like he's zoning out and he's lost. Luigi, a main character in Paper Mario, huh? I guess so. Yeah, so Cammy here is another weird, unique character. I mean, she's just Kamek, but purple. Considering Kamek was already... I mean, Kamek was just a Magic Koopa, but Kamek was, like, a named character. So it seems a little weird to replace her with basically the same character. Basically, though, the whole plot of the game is we defined a way to turn off Bowser's hacks mode because he gave himself Infinite Starman. That's basically what happened. So we gotta find all those 7 star spirits who are protecting the wand, and they can help us. Monster of the Week shenanigans ensue. Sorry, I was jamming. Their theme is great. Also, these are totally legally distinct from any other 80s or so TV show you may possibly be thinking of featuring turtles. No, this has nothing to do with that. I'm just now noticing that it looks like the allotted sprite size for their head isn't quite sorted out. So whenever one of the Koopa Bros talks, the top of their head gets clipped off. XM Rangers versus Koopa Bros. I mean, that was just Super Mario Bros. Z. Copyright safe, stealthy reptiles. Now that you mention the clipping, I can't unsee it. You're welcome. Stealthy spring. Oh wow, hammer throw was a lot earlier than I thought it was. It's right there. Well, alright then. Yeah. Let's leave that for right now. Ah yes, Papyrus Italian 63. Between Pokemon and this, I'd say this is a better introduction to RPGs. I would agree. Paper Mario, despite being like as unique as it is a lot closer to the... It feels a lot closer to the structure of RPGs than Pokemon does. But I think that's just because Pokemon has so much sidetracking to try to collect all the Pokemon. So, like, you're constantly forced to grind all the time because you're, like, trying to catch shit, you know? Did the news have to tell people that the castle's just flat out fucking missing? I think they'd notice. It's like just down the road. And then if you come around the back here, you can read the... This is the deep web of the Toad Town news board. Hopefully I catch some of the stream with no issues after my night shift starts. Oh, before. Okay, yeah, I was a little confused there. Mario's good for a lot of... Yeah, Mario's pretty much good. Mario's pretty much a good introduction for any type of game you're playing that has Mario. Platformers, 3D platformers, sports games, RPGs. Hope you enjoy this. Thought there was something here. And XCOM now, yeah, with Mario and Rabbids. What's Hotel Mario a good introduction for? If I said it, I'd get banned on Twitch. When are we doing the DOS XCOM games? 1, I've never played XCOM. 2, there are XCOM games on DOS? I thought it was a far more recent franchise than that. So, in case you're not following, Bowser got friend-zoned by the 7 Greek gods, so he broke into their house and stole their shit. I don't know, I miss a lot more 95 in XCOM than I do in Fire Emblem. Because again, I don't know a lot about XCOM. Isn't XCOM's accuracy thing, like, fake? Like, it's wrong? Like, the numbers aren't exactly what they say they are. There's, like, a complicated system behind it. I mean, you could just go over to Disgaea, where every single enemy is like 49% hit all the time, unless you grind your ass off. That's how that game creates difficulty. You can just never fucking hit anything until you grind enough. Morris probably hurt. Yeah, I mean, he fell like 5,000 feet. The beach segments are like the MJ scenarios from Spider-Man PS4. Oh, come on, they're not that bad. Being rude to Paper Mario over here. The MJ segments just don't make any sense to me, because they are stealth segments in a game that is already heavily stealth-based. It's not like you're switching up anything. Well, hello, tiny star friend. He's like Kirby. all this weird, like, wishing lore and all that. It's like, Paper Mario games have a lot of lore that they just sort of make up about the Mario universe and then completely forget about as soon as the next Paper Mario game comes out. I was actually fine with the MJ stealth sections. My only issue is there were too many of them. Yeah, it just felt like... I don't know how to describe it. It felt like they were like, well, we need a way for Spider-Man to figure out a thing, and we can't come up with a good plot reason for him to have learned this information. Oh shit, we better throw one of these segments in here. Oh, right, this first Peach segment I don't even think is a segment. I think it's just a cutscene. I don't think we play as her yet. See ya, Curvis. Oh, and we have some hydrate as well. Oh yes, while you're at it, Twink, can you tell Mario... Got it? Thanks. That is not the correct sound effect for that situation. I forget you gotta be hammering all over the place, because they may be star shards lying about. Slide whistle is always the correct sound effect. Yeah, I don't need no fortune telling. Isn't one of the FX badges a slide whistle? I think. Gotta collect those frog coins. I mean, star pieces. Is it bad? The only Paper Mario game I own and played is Sticker Star. Oh, my condolences. Funnily enough, that's probably the only way to enjoy Sticker Star, is having never played another Paper Mario game before. I could imagine someone thinking Sticker Star is okay if they've never played another Paper Mario game before. So, this is what we use star pieces for. We trade them with this wee tot up here in the attic to get badges. Sticker Star really, I guess by that metric, Sticker Star really is the Battle Network 4 of Paper Mario. I mean, I guess it's also literally the 4th game, so that kind of makes sense. Where were you keeping that? It's larger than you. No, I'm good, Twink. Nope, I'm good. Gonna have to get used to the timing, because timing is slightly different between this and Thousand Year Door, and I'm more used to Thousand Year Door. Now, not Cammy, a completely different regular-ass Magic Koopa. There you go. You press the button correctly, and you either do an additional attack or extra damage depending on which type of attack you're doing. It's not Kamek. According to the title, it's a regular-ass Magic Koopa. You see right there, you can also now press A right before you take an attack to guard. Which I think just increases Mario's defense by 1, so you'll still take damage. See how much faster and more engaging that was? I mean, not from your guys' perspective, because you're not playing, you're still just watching me press A and hit things. There he goes. Past the giant Pentagon mountains. Whatever's going on here. Pressing A and hitting things? Are you sure this isn't Battle Network? No, you caught me. Everyone knows that in any RPG where you press A and hit things is a secret sequel to Mega Man Battle Network. Them's the rules. Sorry about that, Goombario. I was trying to skip text. Yeah, I'm sorry, Arcane, to burst your bubble there. This is not, in fact, Mega Man wearing a red hat. Pokemon is Battle Network both animals? Yeah, now you're getting it. Oh, let's, you got any interesting flavor text for us, Goombario? Maybe if she'd stop letting guests in and out of the castle constantly, she wouldn't get kidnapped all the fucking time. Yeah, thought so. Oh, that's right, I'm just supposed to ask twice. Right? The World Ends With You is coming out tomorrow. Hadn't even played the first one. Yeah, I've mentioned it before on stream that my best friend absolutely loves that game. Never played it, didn't play the Switch remake, probably won't play the second one. It's just one of those things. Slap it on my list of games that are apparently very good that I've never played. Like, the most I know about The World Ends With You is its slight crossing over into Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance had some World Ends With You stuff. Yes. I don't want to spoil anything, because the game's still relatively new, but Kingdom Hearts 3 also has some of the World Ends With You stuff in there somewhere. Thanks for the information, bud. Store info. This is where the store will be, the badge shop, that we can use coins for. But, it ain't there yet. Oh. Well, who could these 4 people possibly be? Surely, no one that we have seen before. Toads. These toads use too many dark chips. Yeah. Fuckers. Oh wait, let me see, what is, you have anything to say? Goombario! Shame on you. Don't need a fucking racist hanging out in my party. Come again? You're talking to me on the other side of the table. That means my dialogue is completely different. Get my gun. Let's go. I'm gonna take care of these guys. Unique toads are unacceptable. I like that their talking animation is like a, come on! Oh, I know you were joking, by the way there. That just seemed to be the automatic chat bot caught that. Can I do a Toad voice? Oh, jeez. I guess I've never really tried. I can't, oh! It's me, Toad! I don't think this is such a good idea! Who could have predicted it was the TMNT the whole time? You gotta watch out, though. I hear they're the world's most fearsome fighting team. So, we are finally out of the prologue and it is actual game time. Well, more actual game time than what we were already on, anyway. It's still gonna be pretty simplistic for a while. Guys, I know this sounds crazy, but those weren't toads. That's a Koopa Troopa. Look at him. He's fucking pathetic. This is another little thing, like, because there are good Koopa Troopas in Paper Mario, bad Koopa Troopas almost always have, like, sunglasses and chokers on because you know evil. That's how you indicate that people are bad. All these enemies, because we're pretty early on, are pretty standard to deal with. It's not that hard to avoid them or get the early attack on them or anything like that, but later on some of the... I can't believe I fucked that up. But later on some of the enemies can get a little squirrely. And you might either miss your preemptive strike or accidentally get back attacked. Ah, yes. A jar full of fright. Hit him with the old scream jar. So weird seeing a Paper Mario game with unique characters. Yeah, if you're not used to this, like... This is... If you have never seen this before, you might not have understood why people get so upset that the new Paper Mario games have so much genericness among the cast. Because, like, every enemy and, like, every NPC used to be a completely unique, if not a different race, at least a fancy version of an existing Mario race. Thank you for the follow. Gotta figure out the timing on the block. Loving the layout. Oh, so sophisticated. Thank you. So I don't remember if I shut it off before, but yeah, you can choose which of your party members goes first. In case you need to move some people out of the way, because Mario can only hammer the enemy who is in the front row. If an enemy is behind another enemy, you can't hit them with a hammer unless you have Hammer Throw or Quake Hammer or that. There's attacks. There's stuff you can do. Just need a longer hammer. Yep, can't do that yet. That's it. I'm getting me mallet. This is just a weird little Easter egg. It's neat. I don't know why it's here. Is there a randomizer of Paper Mario? I'm not sure. It seems like the kind of game people would make a randomizer for. I mean, granted, every game gets a Oh, yeah, like you said, every game gets a randomizer now. I don't blame them. Randomizers are fun. The only one I've ever really messed with is the one from Bloodstained. Like, I've played that Bloodstained randomizer like 5 times. That's a lot of fun. KH2 randomizer stream? I've actually thought about checking it out before, and if I ever do check out the KH2 randomizer, I will stream it. I don't know when or if I'd ever look at it, but it's something I've wanted to check out. Ritual of the Night randomizer crashes all the time on Switch. I heard the Switch version of Bloodstained is just entirely garbage, really. Like, it's nothing but technical issues. Level 1 KH2. I have beaten every Kingdom Hearts game up to Critical. I have never done a level 1 before. The most I've done is completing them on Critical. So, we got a friend here. Chuck Quizmo. He's like a little worm fella. I don't know where the idea for this guy came from. But he shows up in different places throughout the game. Asks you questions. You get star pieces. He's a fun little guy. Sometimes it's Paper Mario lore, sometimes it's just generic Mario lore about, like, enemies, I believe. But, it's fun. It's a fun little extra thing. Buddy, there's, like, bombs in your house. You wanna do something about that? Look at that. This is the most enlightened character in this entire game. This Goomba here. time for this Fuzzy to make a complete jackass out of me. Well, guys, this is the rest of the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. There we go. That's another weird thing. They brought up with that guy's dialogue there. A lot of the random villages around the Mushroom Kingdom, like even if their inhabitants are like Goombas or Koopas and stuff, they like Mario. Like they think he's cool. And I don't think that's canon. I mean, I was kind of just helping everybody out anyway, but... Alright. I wonder if it's because this Koopa is, like, special in some way. Things to think about. Paper Mario is more chill and less murder hobo, like traditional Mario. Don't worry, I'm not ignoring that badge, we just can't get it yet. Come back for it later. Flashbacks to I'm on Flames, need that on a t-shirt. Oh boy, shell game stuff. I didn't embarrass myself enough this chapter. What kind of fucking, like... What kind of exclamation is New York? I guess they looked at a Fuzzy and they were like, yeah, that's probably the sound it makes. Whatever the fuck a Fuzzy is supposed to be. Don't you be throwing those wheeze at me. Like, I imagine they must talk like Doodle Bob or something. Would you rather them go yeehaw like Gutsman? They can't seem to decide how Gutsman is supposed to speak. At least in the English versions, anyway. Like, sometimes he speaks like a completely normal Navi, but a little dumb. Sometimes he talks like a cowboy, and sometimes he talks like a brain-dead Pokemon. You think it's all three? what does a brain dead Pokemon sound like? You ever looked at a Lickitung before? There's nothing going on in there. It's just empty. I don't know, I remember Thousand Year Door having better justification for why people join your party other than they happen to encounter you and they think you're pretty cool, so they hang out. Alright, so now we have a party member who could actually do something helpful on the world map. We can use this to attack enemies, or more often, hit switches or grab things. Changed your mind. So, his ability, his first ability anyway, Power Shell here. That's how I met my friends. Hey, I think you're pretty cool, let's hang out. Goombario can attack with lore dumping. Yeah, the guard timing is a little weird on Fuzzies, because when they attack you, they give you the suck. I don't know how else to word it. And the timing for the block is right before they disconnect from you, rather than right when they jump on you. Yeah, so it takes up your turn to switch your partner, but I believe there is a badge that makes it so that it doesn't consume your turn. I could be remembering wrong. There is, alright. Nowhere in the title does it say this is a stream about someone who's good at Paper Mario. Just keep getting hit with the suck. No, come on. I can do this. This is the kind of thing I was talking about. So, like, there's a couple badges like this for HP and FP, so, like, why not just give yourself more badge points and then switch them over to HP or FP if you need it? 47 star points. I'm a little further away than I thought it was. Yeah, because see, they take 3 points, so it's the same as a level up. Oh, can I solve this difficult puzzle the second time? Amazing. Even the fuzzies have more personality than the entirety of Sticker Star. Make sure I'm saving all the time in case I do something stupid and embarrassing. We got ins. It is an RPG after all. I don't remember if you ever have to pay for them in this game. Damn, John, you sure you don't have a Game Informer tab open to solve that puzzle? I'm just that good, you guys know that. This game, they're all free. It's Thousand Year Door where they cost money. Okay. Nice try! You thought you got me, but it was I who got you. Not gonna lie, you're expecting worse graphics. This game, one, its style helps it, despite being an N64 game, still look good. But also, it was, I think, the very last game Nintendo themselves made for the N64. This game came out in like 2001 or something like that. Is it 2000 or 2001? So they were all pretty much completely adjusted to the N64 and its power at that point. And because it is a good game, and because it was released so late, this game can be pretty expensive if you want to get your hands on an actual copy of it. Why am I going backwards? Like a physical cartridge could run you somewhere around, like, between $50 and $100, depending on the condition and where you're getting it. And I would have liked to be playing my physical cartridge, but it's being a weird little asshole right now. My little device I use to record from old consoles. This and Thousand Year Door get ported. Yeah, I do too. Isn't Thousand Year Door also pretty expensive? I wouldn't know because I have I've had Thousand Year Door since launch, so I've never had to look for a used copy of it before. About 90 for Thousand Year Door. Especially, like, that sort of happens with a lot of really expensive old games are on GameCube, because it's got sort of the same problem the PS3 has, where there's no real way to play it outside of playing the things on that console. Like, Nintendo's never re-released any GameCube games other than, what, Sunshine, and I guess technically Twilight Princess. Oh, and Wind Waker. So there's 3. 2, technically, because Twilight Princess was also on Wii. Luigi's Mansion. Oh, I completely forgot. Was that any good? That 3DS port of Luigi's Mansion? That sounds like a nightmare to play without 2 sticks and triggers. I genuinely forgot they even ported that. It uses Luigi's Mansion 2 controls. Oh joy, everyone's favorite Luigi's Mansion. Metroid Prime Trilogy to Wii? I mean, would you even call that porting, considering there's apparently 3 copies of that game in all of fucking existence? I would love when we get closer to Prime 4 coming out, I would love to have the Prime Trilogy on Switch, because I want to play. I've still only played the first one, like half of it. I want to play the Metroid Prime games. I don't want to play them with motion controls. Like, Metroid Prime Trilogy is like $20 on the Wii U, and that's fine. But I don't want to have to use pointer controls. I want to just use the stick. And emulating Metroid Prime is a nightmare. Yeah, 3... Yeah, I know 3 is motion control only because it was on the Wii. But that's what I'm saying, like, they could port it over, like they're doing with Skyward Sword, and take the motion controls out and replace it with buttons, you know? Because I have tried emulating Prime 1, and that game crashes constantly on emulators. I don't know why. I've tried all sorts of guides, all sorts of settings. The game runs perfectly fine, but it crashes all the time. Oh, I'm not quite paper. There we go. Let's say I thought I could get past there. It wasn't letting me. If the rumors are true, they've been sitting on Prime Trilogy for it. I mean, I hope so. I can't imagine why they wouldn't. How much do I trust my ability to hit the action commands repeatedly? To use power bounce right? They're waiting for Prime 4. Yeah, that's what I figured. No, they're gonna wait. Because Prime 4... We talked about it on we talked about it on stream before. The whole kerfuffle with Prime 4. Where it was being made by... I don't even remember who was making it. But Nintendo said, hey, this is shit. We're just gonna have Retro make it instead. This was a poor decision on my part, as you can see. Don't piss off Bob-ombs unless you're gonna kill them. That turned... Bad idea. Like the idea of Prime 4 is kind of dumb. Why not go something with nothing new? I mean, they're making Dread. I mean, it's either a 2D platformer or a first-person shooter. Do you want them to... Do you want Other M again? Do you want more Other M? The baby. The bottle ship. Adam. Thumbs down. The baby. This isn't destroying my character at all. I was just gonna stop you there. You said you liked Adam Infusion. I'm gonna say he was fucking dead already. I like this game already. I was never really interested in Paper Mario 2 now. Yeah, it's a very good game. The first two Paper Marios are really good. I would say Super Paper Mario is also really good, but don't go into it expecting Paper Mario, because it really isn't. It's got Paper Mario's style and writing, but it is like a mix between a platformer and an RPG. It's still really good, it's just very different. I would say the one problem with Super Mario RPG that not Super Mario RPG, Super Paper Mario, that I get and I agree with is Super Paper Mario is like normal Paper Mario writing, and then there's like this weird, sad soap opera thing going on in the background that takes itself way too seriously. And I could completely do without all that stuff. Bug Fables is a good Paper Mario replacement as well. So I have heard. And I have seen it, and yeah, it sure looks like Paper Mario. But I have not played it myself yet. Oh, I haven't tattled the wing shells yet. You're right, I'll have to remember to do that. How good is Ukulele? I never bothered to play it. That's a loaded question. This is a Paper Mario lore run, right? Yes, yes. I will make sure to tattle them. But Ukulele is okay. Ukulele is a classic case of a game that isn't great, but it's nowhere near as bad as everyone on the internet acts like it is. People act like Ukulele killed their dog. And it's an okay 3D platformer that tries... It's a little overambitious for what it is and the resources that Playtonic had. I think the people from Playtonic were used to having, like, Nintendo money. And they did not. They were a rather small team. It was their first thing working together after a long time to make a genre that no one cared about anymore. And in that respect, I'd say they did okay. The biggest thing that lets Ukulele down for me is its primary gimmick of expanding the worlds. There's only like 5 worlds in the game, but they're fucking huge. Because you could actually expand them twice, which like doubles and triples their size. And once you've tripled this, a world is like at max size, it is so huge and unwieldy and impossible to get around that it just makes completing the game a chore. The 2D sequel, Impossible Lair, I have not played, but I've only heard good things about it, and that's basically just Donkey Kong Country. They did say that Impossible Lair is not Ukulele 2. So I assume they are going to try the 3D platformer thing again. And we'll see. I have faith in them. Those guys, they used to be rare. They know what they're doing. A Hat in Time, yeah, A Hat in Time is another, again, tossed it on the list of games I have heard are really, really good, but I have not played. Huh. I wonder if, any of these characters will become future party members. Celeste, oh Jesus Christ, you guys are turning this into a games John never played but has meant to play stream. Celeste is another game I've heard is very good, but I've not played it. Yep, smooth. No one's gonna see this trap coming. Conversation topic, indie games that are legendary, aside from Shovel Knight and Hollow Knight. Have not played Hollow Knight. Shovel Knight is really good. It's not the second coming of Jesus Christ, and I'm sick of seeing Shovel Knight in every single indie game that's come out for the past 5 years. That's getting old. But, still a good game. My pick for, like, favorite indie game, like most legendary indie game for me is The Binding of Isaac. I love the shit out of that game. It's a good thing they have a full heal box in their prison cell. Wouldn't want your prisoners getting hurt. See you, Imperial Lord. Thanks for hanging out. How much do I love The Binding of Isaac? You have over 1,000 hours. I don't have that much. But between the original PC version, the PS4 when they released Rebirth, and then I got Afterbirth on Switch when the Switch came out, I've probably got about 300 hours at least. Maybe more. I have not touched, what's the new expansion? Anti-Birth? I have not played it yet, because I was waiting to see if it would come to Switch. Because they were giving it a yes, no, maybe sort of thing for the DLC coming to consoles. This is Repentance. Then what is Anti-Birth then? Oh, is Anti-Birth the fan mod that Repentance is based on? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, that's Anti-Birth. Okay. These are really weird words to be coming out during a Paper Mario stream. I hope there are some people who have not played Isaac and are very confused about what's going on. Another party member, they just start flying at the beginning of the game. Thought it was nuts when they just called Isaac Afterbirth. Yeah, that seems like the kind of thing you wouldn't be able to sell on like a shelf in like a Walmart, but hey. Favorite indie for you is probably Shovel Knight. That's the thing, I understand the love for Shovel Knight from the people who have played it, but I think it's just overexposure. I'm just sick of seeing him everywhere. He's in literally every single indie game that's come out for like the past 5 or so years. I'm just done hearing about him. You don't know overexposure until you've heard of Green Hill Zone. Oh, unfortunately, I am a hardcore Sonic fan, so I'm 100% aware. There you can see the other type of reaction command, which is hold button instead of hold stick. There's a couple different ones. They switch it up quite a bit. All the different kinds of moves you can do. Oh wait, let's scan these bombs. So, you can see the gimmick with Power Bounce there is as long as you keep hitting the reaction command, you can do it quite a few times. I don't know if the window gets shorter with each jump. That may or may not be just a placebo thing when I'm playing. There are hard caps. Yeah, you can't just do it forever. They did think that far ahead. But, stuff like Power Bounce, when combined with a chip that we will be, not a chip, fucking hell. You guys always got me thinking about Battle Network. When combined with one of the badges we get later, makes every boss into a joke. You haven't even mentioned Battle Network? Okay, hold on. I have some responsibility here, but there was some Gutsman-related chatter going on. So, now we have Bombette's ability. Blow open cracks. Very simple, very straightforward. Here's the thing. You actually can trigger the start of a fight like this. It's very difficult. But if you do it, Bombette will explode at the start of the fight. This is the wrong direction for the thing I was going to do. So here we are, 2 hours into the stream, and I've already run out of things to say about the combat system. Because there's just not that much going on in Paper Mario. Not at the start, anyway. There's no, like, oh, here's the strategy you should use with this, or here's the badges that you should use, because there just isn't that much happening. So, if you're wondering why I'm just sort of throwing my partners at them at the end like that, you may have noticed that the partner characters, there's only one HP gauge, and that's Mario's. And that is because the partner characters do not have health because they can't die. What happens when your partners are hit is they get stunned for a few turns, and you just can't use them. But if we're at the end of a fight, who cares? just come back around. Conquer. I don't know where it came from, but someone has brought up Conquer, and Conquer is one of those things that I have sat on making a video about Conquer for a long time, because it's such an interesting case of a game that feels... When you're playing... I don't know if anyone else agrees. When you're playing Conquer's Bad Fur Day, you feel like Rare hates you. I don't know how else to describe it. You can feel like bitterness coming through from them, but in like the best way possible. And I knocked him down before scanning him again. Great. Like, there was a part of Rare that was like, oh, okay, you don't want us to make cute games anymore? You think we make repetitive 3D platformers? How about you go fuck yourself? Here, carry this piece of cheese 5 times across an annoying obstacle course. Have fun, asshole. Like, there's part of me that feels like the parts of the game that are frustrating are purposefully frustrating. Like, that's part of the joke. I would say Conquer's Bad Fur Day is a great game to watch somebody else play. Actually playing it is annoying. But, like, I can't even be mad at it because it feels like it's intentionally annoying. It feels like the kings of 3D platformers telling 3D platformers to go fuck themselves. And I was just skipping through shit. I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. I was gonna get badge points, but I was just skipping through. I didn't notice we got a level up. Well, I guess we have 15 flower points now. FP for the FP gods. But, someone asks, which Rare game do I have a soft spot for? It is absolutely Banjo-Kazooie. I absolutely fucking adore that game. I like Donkey Kong Country, specifically 3 the most, but Banjo-Kazooie is as close as you could get to a perfect platformer for me. Okay, let's go to a couple things here. Your favorite is Jet Force Gemini. I have tried to get into Jet Force Gemini, and it's okay. I can see what people see in it. It's really not for me, though. I don't know what it is. Every time I pick it up, I play it for like 2 or 3 hours, I put it down. Rare or Perfect, GoldenEye or Perfect Dark. I feel like Perfect Dark just because it's slightly more obscure. And GoldenEye is probably because I feel like most people have gotten past GoldenEye as GoldenEye is the best shooter ever, or whatever. Like, people understand that as important and influential as GoldenEye is, it does not hold up very well. And then we have, Tooie over Kazooie. Oh, those are fighting words. Some people are about to get banned from chat. But seriously, that video is long gone. I don't think it's on my channel anymore. But I did actually review Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. And my problem with Banjo-Tooie, basically, is that it's funnily enough, it's got kind of the same problem that Yooka-Laylee has, where it's just far too big for its own good. I'd say Banjo-Tooie is really, really good for, like, the first 4 worlds. And then once you get to, like, the dinosaur place and Grunty Industries, like, the game is just a disaster. Because I'm one of those people, like, I have to 100% the game. You know, I'm one of those people. So, playing Banjo-Tooie is great. 100%ing Banjo-Tooie is a nightmare I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Didn't know John has completionist fever. For platformers, anyway. Not every game. That's probably one of the reasons I like Banjo-Kazooie so much, is you could 100% Banjo-Kazooie in, like, one night, if you know what you're doing. It makes it just sort of like a fun, comforting game to go back to when you, like, need something to relax or something. Yeah, the notes on the N64 version is... I mean, to be fair, when they remastered the game, they understood that that was kind of an obnoxious difficulty thing. Where, for anyone who doesn't know, in the original Banjo-Kazooie, there's 100 notes in every level that you have to collect. And if you died, all of the notes would respawn, and you'd have to collect them all again in order to get all 100. And some of the later levels are very, very long, and even if you have, like, all the health upgrades, it's very easy to just have your health be, like, slowly chipped down. And then, like, you die before you even realize it. And then you basically have to play the entire level all over again to get all the notes. But the HD re-releases of the game eliminated that. When you pick it up, it stays picked up. Not as bad as trying to 100% Crash 4. Oh, it's funny you bring that up. Because you were just talking about how I want 100% every platformer. Crash 4 is not one of them. Crash 4 is one of those games that I desperately want so bad to 100%. But I just can't. It's just too much. The amount of precision and perfection required from you in Crash 4 consistently throughout the whole game to get 100% is just too frustrating. It's not worth it. Yeah, it's sort of like the 100 coin star in Mario 64, I guess. But there's more than 100 coins in most levels. In Mario 64, there is exactly 100 notes. So, like, every platform challenge that led to a note, every secret area that led to a note, like, you have to do all of them all over again. Yeah, and later levels, especially, like, people have said it, Click Clock Wood is a giant stage, and the gimmick of Click Clock Wood is that you can play... It's really cool, actually. It's a really cool level. Like, you play through it in 4 different seasons, which changes the layout and, like, the places that you can get to. Well, that means if you die in Click Clock Wood, which even without the season thing is one of the biggest levels in the game, you have to go through all 4 seasons again and get all of the notes again. And it's very easy to die in Click Clock Wood because it's a vertical stage. So it's very easy to just accidentally fall and kill yourself. And I believe I have fucked myself by not adjusting my selections here. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use items, I guess. To wear him down a little faster. Well, the thunder only affects one enemy, and I was gonna save the fire flower for the Koopa brothers. Can you run from this fight? No, I checked. Because it's a mini boss or something, I guess, technically, so no, I can't. I needed to equip Power Stomp or the Charge or something. I forgot. It was my mistake. Yeah, see, can't hurt it. Well, it's a good thing I got all those flower points. Sure do love refreshing multiple times to skip ads. I'm sorry about that. Until you are partnered, you don't get any say in there being ads or not. Hope your stream delay bothers me. I hope you manage to get partner this year. I'm rooting for you. Well, thank you. Yeah, no, if I want to make partner, I'm gonna have to be gonna have to be heading back to Mega Man. Because I don't think 27 views is gonna cut it. Oh no, guys, it's totally actually Bowser. I can't believe the game's already over. I'm so shocked, in fact. that I could use a drink of water. Now I am fully hydrated and prepared for the final boss. How do I feel about Kingdom Hearts? I love Kingdom Hearts. Just sort of in general, but also Kingdom Hearts 2. Final Mix specifically is one of my top 5 games ever, for sure. Okay, let's scan this guy first. Totally, actually Bowser. Chain of Memories for the GB... I think Chain of Memories for GBA was really difficult. It's been a long time since I played it. I don't remember it being particularly hard. But it's been a long time. I remember Reverse Rebirth being pretty annoying near the end. If anything, I would say Chain of Memories is pretty obnoxious near the back half in Sora's story. Like, I remember being stuck at the second Larxene fight for a pretty long time. The thing about Chain of Memories, it's one of those games that gets easier the more you play it. Like, the first time you play, you'll probably get stuck, you'll probably have some issues. Ow. Multiple defense. So much for that. But, yeah, Chain of Memories gets easier when you play it more. And you better understand, because even once you've figured out the basics of the card system, it could still be pretty confusing. Yes, the totally legally distinct bros. My favorite characters. Love the Princess Peach portrait in the back of the shell. Oh, I completely forgot about that little detail. I don't want to know what they were doing with that. So this is actually going to kind of bite me in the ass because I did not, because I didn't give myself more HP, which I was probably going to do. Or rather, get the badge points and then do the extra HP thing. So, gonna try real hard to not die while missing all of the block timings. Forgot they fucking fall over. So the jump timing is different because they fall over and their hitbox moves. That was entirely me fucking up again. Multi-bounce? I don't think we've really missed anything. The store, like the storage shit isn't open. There hasn't been a whole lot of choices for variety up to this point. Game's pretty much just been what it is, with very basic stuff. The game really, we talked about it before. The game really tries to ease you into everything, as if this was your first RPG. So they don't give you too many options right off the bat. Oh yeah, there's the portrait. You get a better look at it. The destroyed Bowser head looks so upset. Yeah, I have no idea why they're keeping them inside cards. I don't know if that's just to show off more paper effects, or like that's a reference to something that I don't get. But here we go, MacGuffin number 1. We got him. Old people are the greatest. They're full of wisdom and experience. Unlikely. Oh, secret passage. Where could it be? Surprise! What a coincidence that it was in the first place I looked. Well, look, that fireplace was a hot fireplace. Very suspicious, if you ask me. What? Absolutely. I like that there's no option. You can't say no. Thank you for the follow. Ah, yes, in the day... A donut out of donut, in the month star, it was sunny. Bowser's a fucking dork in the Mario RPGs. That's one other thing that's weirdly consistent. What? Absolute. Again, there's still no option. He's like a fucking 5-year-old. Ooh, I hope she likes me. Took you a little too long to figure that one out, if I'm gonna be honest. Well, I mean, we're already this far in. Bowser's dialogue is usually the best parts of the RPGs. Absolutely. Bowser is such like a well-written, interesting character in the Mario RPGs for some reason. Really? Thanks, Twink. In Dream Team and Paper Jam, Bowser is just a bad guy who gets his way until the end. Well, I didn't play Paper Jam, and I genuinely didn't even remember Bowser being in Dream Team, and I played most of that game. I guess that shows how memorable he was. I just assumed there was a different villain in that game. I just want you guys to acknowledge that the very first major plot point involving Princess Peach was her sneaking out and reading Bowser's diary. That's the level the stakes are at in this game. It doesn't take itself too seriously, which is good. Because I don't think I want an edgy Mario RPG. That sounds terrible. No edgy Mario RPG, stay away from Thousand Year Door then. I mean, Thousand Year Door is darker than this. But I wouldn't say it's edgy. Edgy Mario RPG, you mean Sonic Chronicles? Okay. The only reason I'm going to show this off, because we're probably going to be done for today instead of starting the next chapter. So I'll show you this this is our last big mechanic. Every time we rescue one of the star spirits, we get another one of these little star gauges under our health, and we get a new attack that consumes a varying amount of them. And they're basically like, it's like a limit break, kind of, if you need something to compare it to. First one is Refresh, which is just healing. Which is fine, because you have limited item space and all that. And the numbers don't get that high in this game, honestly. So 5 is decent for right now. Reading people's diaries back then was like a thing. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. All the old cartoons had an episode like it. You don't really hear about it anymore. Yeah, the diaries is just one of those things that like late 90s, early 2000s cartoons would not stop talking about, even though nobody knew anybody who actually had one. Yep, so star energy comes back naturally, and then we've got focus, which I believe is, I think it's just called Prey in the Japanese version. Because that's visually what Mario is doing. But Nintendo was weird with religious stuff, so they changed it. It just gives you a chunk of the energy back, but of course you waste your turn doing it. So you probably shouldn't be using it unless you're like fighting random encounters, and you pray with Mario and then just kill everyone with your partner character, just to like have it built up. So we need to get all of them so we can get a giant fuck-off laser to take away Bowser's invincibility.